Hello, hello. I am here to talk about joy in December. Of course, right? We all need to be joyful. It's the season of cheer. And you may hear some sarcasm on my voice. I I don't actually mean it because I love this time of year. But I also understand, I also understand that there are all kinds of emotions this time of year, not just joy and cheer and holiday spirit and sparkles. So um, I'm specifically talking about December mornings today. But before I do that, hello. If you've never met me before, I'm Tanya Milano. I'm a coach for moms. I'm a certified Pure Joy parent coach, and I also am an educator. So I worked with kids for over 15 years, preschool kids. I still work with kids, just not in schools. Well, that's not true. I sometimes go to schools too. Anyways, I work with young children, and December is a very exciting time for them. And I have two young children at home. So creating this space for my children is important, space to be joyful. That means I need to cultivate that for myself. And it starts with my mornings. So, if you are also new to me, make sure that you go over to YouTube if you're not on YouTube and you subscribe to my channel. There are tons of videos over there on supporting your emotions in motherhood. And Also, I have my Facebook group, and let me pull that up here. It is called Burnt Out Moms, and it is all about breaking cycles and reparenting yourself first and foremost before you can gentle and conscious parent your children and in the moment. So I have a 6-year-old and a 10-year-old. It is a constant reparenting of myself with each stage of their development and all the new things that they come to me with, all the new behaviors, right? So that Facebook group is for you to join if you are interested in checking it out. So let's talk about December mornings. First of all, let's acknowledge that sometimes the reason they are more challenging is because it is darker. We are coming up to the winter solstice, the darkest day of the year. So it is going to be more difficult for everybody to wake up. Okay, so when you embrace that, that can shift a lot. It is going to be more difficult for you, probably. It is going to be more challenging for your children, and things may be a little bit different for this next month of our lives. And don't get don't get deep into it. Don't let it take over. Let's set some intentions now. So, some of the reasons that these holiday traditions were invented is to bring more joy to your mornings. So, yesterday or the day before, I don't know when it was, on my YouTube channel, I made a video called Why I Don't Do Elf on the Shelf. Now, I do a lot of other things that bring me joy and that make it a little bit brighter to wake up in the morning, but Elf on the Shelf is not one of them. It does not bring me joy, and the reason I don't do it is because I don't want the accountability of it. It's too much for me to handle the day in, the day out, evening. I'm not an evening person. I don't want to set it up in the evening. I want to relax and I want to go to bed. So, some of the things that I know I'm going to need, and therefore my children will need in the joy, cultivating joy in the morning, is I love to have lights. December, especially the Christmas lights. We've got them on our Christmas tree. We've got them in our bedrooms. We've got them on the mantle. Waking up and plugging those lights in is so joyful to me, and it stimulates the spirit of cheer. Also, um, I've talked about this a lot in my coaching is connection. Connection is a huge word in Own the Home Revolution. Connecting with yourself in the morning, with your heart, with your self-regulation, with hugging yourself, whatever it is, gratitude, and then with your children. So hugging them, talking with them, connecting, um, that heart energy, the gratitude, because that's going to stimulate the joy, that feeling inside. And it's also going to, like, if you want to get into the science of it, it's going to release the feel good hormones, the dopamine, the serotonin, the oxytocin. We all need that to wake up in the morning. So, those first 5 minutes when your children wake up are so important. Make it special. Um, so, I wrote down some other things that we really like to do in the morning. The advent calendar. So, it doesn't bring me joy. It doesn't, I don't, it's not a huge value for me to be giving trinkets and gifts every day leading up to December. But I remember it as a kid too, opening the thing, getting a gift or a chocolate. That is special. That is a reason to get out of bed in the morning, especially for kids. Okay. So putting my values aside, like, I don't want a bunch of junk in my house. Ah! I don't want my kids eating chocolate every day. Ah! Put that aside and put yourself in your children's shoes. That is going to get them out of bed. And that is important to me. Getting them ready for school in a joyful way, that is important to me. So this morning was December 1st. You know what got Taylor out of bed? She does not get out of bed. She lays in bed for at least 30 minutes. That she knew that Advent was downstairs. She popped out, she went downstairs, she opened it up, and then she got ready for school. Let's let's do this, right, for the kids. Let your pride go and find something that is going to bring them joy. Now, the reason I like the Advent and not the Elf on the Shelf is because I've got it all done. I don't need to do it every day. It's already done. um Music in the morning. Put on some holiday music, put a little pep in your step, get a little dancing out. That helps me wake up in the morning. If I can, like, it is dark outside. If I could just put some music on and feel joy, I'm going to do it. So put some holiday music on. I used to be so annoyed with the holiday music in like October, right? But December 1st, this is a time to really embrace it and find the songs that are going to light you up and get your kids out of bed. Get you out of bed. What else? I think that's it for this video. I think this video is getting long enough. Anyways, so in the morning, think about what's going to be a good morning routine for these darkest days of the year. Add a little bit of cheer, add a little bit of joy, and set your intentions. And also remember that you got to give some grace, that sometimes you're going to be late, that sometimes the kids aren't going to want to get up. Sometimes you're not going to want to get up. So this is the best month to practice grace with yourself and grace with your children. Happy December, everyone. See you next time.